Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another video. I have done this voiceover many times, things keep going wrong. Hopefully this is it. But this is the long-awaited The House from the Watcher TV show on Netflix, quite a mouthful. I love that house, and so since I saw the TV show probably like a month ago when it aired in the UK, I decided, you know what, this house I want to recreate it. I love building, and so every house I see in TV shows I always want to, try and make it. We did have quite a few issues with this house, and I almost gave up several times just because I thought that maybe I would not be able to recreate it, and if it's not perfect, I don't want it. It ended up working out. One of the issues was roofing. My God, it was such a big pain to roof this house, not only because we have 3 different diagonal sections to the house, but we also have very specific type roofing. I wanted to look as closely as possible, so I went like to the minute little details of it to see if I could make it look like it. So one of them is roofing. I cut out a lot of the footage of that, so there's a lot you don't see, but you will see quite a lot of mixing and matching and trying different things just to make it work. The other thing that I had a problem with was floor plan. I rewatched the TV show. I skipped I skipped scenes where it was not on the house, but every scene that happened within the house, I looked at very closely in the background, and I tried to, I paused it and tried to match it as closely as possible. It was very hard to determine the floor plan of the house, because I didn't realize there was 2 different staircases, and so that whole thing was throwing me off completely because nothing made sense within that space, and it was quite a pain in my butt. I did find the house listed in a US real estate website called Zillow. The house is listed there, or was listed at some point, but the listing still exists. There was a lot of pictures of the house. I did not want to see the inside per se because I'm doing my own thing on the inside, but I wanted to see like the window placement and all the roofing parts, and if there was any specific things that I needed to add to the terrain. So there was a lot of that, but it did not have a floor plan, which is, in my view, ridiculous. For you to list a house without a floor plan is criminal. So I tried and I looked, I googled it, I went on Reddit, I went everywhere to try and find it, and I could not find it. So on the downstairs, we do manage to see where some rooms are, and I do to try and match them as closely as possible. On the upstairs, I knew where the master suite was, and all of the rest is my own thing, so discard everything else because that is not like the show at all. I did try and furnish the house in the same style that they have in the show, so that is, as accurate as possible. Of course, I cannot do miracles. If I had a floor plan, it would be much easier. But sometimes things in real life don't translate well to The Sims. One of them would be there is a diagonal section in like the little breakfast area that is attached to the kitchen. In real life, that bit, the angle is quite a soft diagonal, is slightly off. In The Sims, we don't have that. The angles are very sharp, so it looks extreme to the max, like diagonal. So that is there, it still looks cute. And yeah, so I would say the room that I was able to make as closely as possible would be this sitting area right here. It is attached to the kitchen, which is something that I don't like. I did put some things of my own, like those little chairs there. They're not there in reality. And I also put some bookcases behind the sofa just because that section looks very empty and I don't like very big empty rooms. So I put a few things there. The kitchen, we have the exact same tiles that I have in the show, so that was quite easy. We do not have a kitchen counter that has like a wood top. I would love to have that because those are the ones that I would want to have in real life. I do love those. We don't have them, but you know, those are little details. The house is also built on a slope, so I used terrain editing and I created a little hill, and then only half of the house is sitting on that hill and the rest of the house, the back part of the house, kind of slopes over it. And there's this very nice little pool area. You have a nice back deck area and a area that has just a few things such as a hot tub, a dining area, and a grill. I add that to every house because I like that. I like eating outside. Also in the show, it was said that there is a little gap or a little hole in the fence in the back garden. I was able to find a fence that is, I would say, exactly it, spot on to the ones that they have, which is a debug item. It is just like a very short, very simple looking little fence. I put that edging the lot and also left a little gap in the fence. In the house, in the show, there's also a dumbwaiter. We don't have that, so I don't add that, of course. I try to match it as close as possible, but there's quite a lot of things that I don't. For example, the basement. In the show, there's a whole story, you know, basements in movies and stuff, they're always the protagonists. In this, it's very simple. It's pretty much like a square. I left it empty. You can, you know, maybe put in some nice flooring, some wallpaper, and have maybe a games room. You can even put an indoor pool there. You know, the options, you know, they are limitless to do things to do there. The house does have quite a lot of empty space and space to grow. So if you need extra rooms and stuff, then you can do that. The house ends up having 5 bedrooms. One of them is a child's bedroom. I love that bedroom. It's probably my favorite. It is like very like sporty, like in term colors is like blues and oranges, and the room is divided into sections. One of them is the main sleeping quarters, then the other section, which is just divided by an archway, has a little playroom, and they have their own bathroom. Then the other bedroom would be what I consider to be maybe a guest bedroom. It's more generic, more empty. There's not a lot of like personal possessions. It is just there. Then you have a nursery. It has 2 little cots, a chair, and you know, some chest of drawers for you to put your baby clothes. I like adding nurseries when I have like small rooms to the house and I don't know what to add in them. Then you have a bedroom, which is the girl's bedroom. So there's a teenage girl in the show. I made that bedroom in quite soft colors, neutral colors. So it is quite a nice bedroom. They have the bay window. It's very nice, I think, and they have their own bathroom as well. And then you have the master suite. The master suite has the best bathroom in the whole house. I did notice one scene where they are the teenage girl. She's opening a little cupboard in the bathroom over the sink to get a lipstick, and there's a huge round window next to her. So I add that in the master suite. There is also another bathroom that has the round window. but that bathroom is very nice. I tried to not make them too generic, so I put a little bit more work into this house. The house only has 5 bedrooms, so I wasn't as tired of it yet. So I put a bit more of work, a bit more love into those bathrooms. The thing is, the main bedroom, so the master suite, in the TV show, like the colors of the walls, like they're very pastel blue, and like the furnishings, it has nothing to do with the main house. Sorry, there is like completely different style and color scheme. I got a little bit confused by that. I wasn't quite sure if that was their bedroom. They're also like renovating the house, sort of, so I couldn't tell if they were renovating that bedroom. So I put in still this blue color. This one is more like a grayish blue. The other one is like pastel blue, like baby blue. Very unusual for the design that they have in like the sitting rooms and everywhere else. But I made it more modern. As you can see, it's quite modern bedroom. I really like this bedroom. All of the bedrooms, as you might be able to tell, they are quite large as well. Then we have 2 sections of attic as well. So there is a main attic, and I would say that that room would be a art studio. So there's a few little easels, there's some paintings on the walls, there's also 2 little chairs, one of them for cross stitching and one of them for knitting. So if your Sims are into that, then you have some space to do that. Then there's a ladder which takes you up 1 more floor, and up there it is completely empty. I did not know what to put there, so if you have extra stuff to put somewhere, you can put it up there. In reality, that would be quite annoying because you wouldn't be able to drag anything upstairs because it is a ladder, not stairs. So I'm still not quite sure what videos will be up tomorrow and the day after. I tend to upload on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. It will be a smaller build, maybe something base game, I'm not quite sure yet, or maybe a tutorial. It depends. It is now Wednesday afternoon, so I have to put out something quite quickly. And I don't have the time for big projects, especially because I am starting to decorate my house for Christmas. I am one of those crazy people that decorate their houses for Christmas on early November just because I like it. It makes my house look very cozy and I enjoy it. So I do it because it makes me happy. And if you do that as well, then do what you want. But anyway, so I will have a little bit less time, but I'm sure I will come up with something. This house, I think, is very nice. It is on a 64 by 64 lot. This case here, I put it in Brindleton Bay. I can never say the name of that town, but Brindleton Bay, I think that's it. I put that in there. So, in actuality, it is in a residential neighborhoods with neighbors on every side of the lot. But this case, it's even better because you have the view of the ocean. What could be better than that? Anyway, if you do want to download this house, then you can go ahead and look for me on the gallery using hashtag SimsDesigns or hashtag SimsDesignsYT. Do follow me on the gallery as well. There's a lot of gallery exclusive content, so sometimes I will build a house and I won't think that it is, special enough to put it on YouTube. It is just a normal basic house, so I will put it on the gallery for people that need a house for gameplay reasons or something. So it is always on there, and I just hit 110,000 downloads the other day, so I was quite happy with that. Anyways, I hope you enjoy this. Screenshots are coming up very soon, and I hope you enjoy it. Watch the screenshots if you want a few more, angles of the house, because sometimes it's hard to see it whilst I'm building because I'm moving the camera everywhere. Anyways, I will see you in my next video. Bye!
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. Sometimes I feel like all is lost, but I know it's not true. I wanna put up all my walls cause I'm not in the mood, but then I cut myself off from the rest of the room. I know that time can heal it all if you're patient and soon it can all be worth it, all the searching. Pain is never really permanent, but damn it hurts, man. I could feel all of the turbulence and it's concerning. I've been searching for a purpose, I hope it's worth it. This society is really trying me. Ain't no hide and seek, I hide to be far from anxiety. I need my space, I need my privacy. I need some silence, please, you're all too loud. You don't speak quietly, opinions violently thrown across every surface.